mean by working out in the open?
So that's an interesting one. And just to clarify, when I say out in the open, I don't necessarily mean sort of publicly or insecurely. But what I mean by that is within these secure domains, for example, the Market project team or sales and marketing team, right, or the store portal, having dialogues and conversations that are within these kind of secure environments, right? Obviously, Teams has security governance and all these other permissions and controls. It ties into data loss prevention, so security is critical. But sort of changing the behavior of when and you might have a question or when you might want to collaborate with a document and stuff. So let's take the example of maybe just a question you have. So I had a question for my manager the other day, and he was away on vacation, and I could have sent him an email, right? He would have obviously received it. He wouldn't have been back till Monday. I could have gone into the chat functionality and maybe sent him a chat through the chat function. Again, he's gone for a couple of days, so I won't be able to get my answer right away. In this case, instead of asking it in email or in chat, I opted to go in our team's general channel. And it was just a kind of a general question overall, but I asked it in the general channel. And by doing that, I actually got my answer within a couple of minutes. It turned out somebody else on the team had the answer to the question. And by me asking it kind of out in the open in this, again, secure forum, right, people were able to learn from it. So not only was I getting my answer quicker than I would have normally because he was on vacation, but I was able to kind of share and educate the rest of the team because of that, asking that question kind of in that out in the open context. And that kind of applies also to documents. So one of the things that kind of my group and I have evolved to over time now is instead of working on documents in silo, we're actually beginning to work more and more on documents that we're putting together for partners and for customers around teams or whatever the work we're doing. And we're actually doing it inside of Teams. Now, here's the interesting thing. When I do it this way, I reduce some of my own stress, but I also don't become that bad guy, right? Think about when you're sending an email and you throw an attachment in. You go, hey, could you just take a look at that? I've made some edits or I'm putting this slide deck together. Can you give me some feedback? And so what did I just do? I just became your enemy because I sent you this document, right? And now I gave you a to do, right? And we're all very busy. So instead of me sending documents now and asking people to collaborate, what we've started to do is kind of work out in the open, again, in the secure teams and channels, but working on documents in these collaboration spaces. Now, what's really nice is anybody that's part of this team has the ability to see the document. If they want to review it, they can. If they want to edit it within the Teams client, within the desktop app on their local computer, or within the browser, SharePoint's under the hood that manages and controls all of the documents. And so it allows this real-time collaboration. The other benefit is you also can have conversations specifically around a document. And so here I can open up a conversation thread and people can now converse and give me feedback about that presentation. And this has actually helped. I've had situations where I've posted up a document, my team has joined in, they've seen it, and it's almost natural. Like I'm not asking people to contribute, but people's natural curiosity kicks in and like, all right, what's he working on? Let me take a look. And so they've added slides, content, corrected me on some things that they saw that might have needed to be adjusted based on, info that they had. And so it's really, again, created this interesting collaboration.